Hey guys, Retro John here, and today I'm going to be reviewing what could possibly be the final Club Grayskull figures in the Super 7 lineup. So, I just got these in a few days ago. Here we have Katrina, Prince Adam. We've got Roboto and Stratos. And we've got Majulok and Shadow Weaver, our two possibly final, Horde members. So I'm going to go ahead and open these up, and we're going to look at each one individually. Okay, and here we have our standard Masters of the Universe Club Grayskull packaging. We have the Castle Grayskull covering, which covers the entire back with the nice He-Man Masters Universe logo. Super 7 logo right there. We got the side with the really cool ones here, but it's what's inside we're going to reveal for our first figure, and it is none other than the Prince himself, Prince Adam. So first off, I apologize for the glare because I'm using my light on my camera due to the poor lighting in my house at the moment. So here we have the logo with the Prince Adam name. The packaging completely showcases the figure within. I love these packaging because they have see-through. So if you wanted to leave them in the package, you can. You got a little light on there. The package does, excuse me, have the open windows as well, and on the side you can actually see one of the accessories that he comes with, which I believe is a glow-in-the-dark feature as well. We'll take a look at that. On the other side we have the other open window, and on the back we have Prince Adam, complete with a new bio. So if you wanted to pause right now, there you go, then you were able to read it. So this is not the first Prince Adam figure we received, which is why I'm reviewing it now. We had received a Laughing Prince Adam based on a very humorous music video and a meme, and so they decided to test the waters with their Prince Adam figure and make that into a laughing meme figure. But here we have the real Prince Adam, so we're going to go ahead and open him up and take a look at the figure inside. Okay guys, so here is our Prince Adam out of the packaging. And looking at him up close, I kind of like him. He's not a figure I thought I would really want until I actually had him in hand, but he's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and go over all the articulation on this, and I'm sure it's going to be right with the same as all the other figures, but let's take a look. So the head is on a ball joint, so it can move all the way around. His arms do go out like so. They do spin this way and that way, and you could probably get them to go all the way around. The tunic is a little pliable, so we have twisting at the tort muscle there, bicep. We got bends at the elbow. His arm does twist. It does have the joint there at the wrist as well for swiveling like that. He does have the twisting. Looks like if you look under his tunic, he does have an ab crunch, but it's not letting him do that. I don't know if it's just really tight or because of the tunic. I don't know. But his legs do go out pretty darn far. They go forward that much, and they go backwards that much. The knees were really, really tight when I got him out of the package, so be very, very careful. He does twist here at the ankle boots, and he does have the swiveling ankle there. So pretty good, the typical good articulation with these figures. I love that the joints are in fact pretty tight. This is the one thing I'm really gonna miss. Super 7 had just really started to find their stride with these figures, these and the classics. They had started to get so much better, and now it's ending. So it really sucks. All right, so as I do everything on camera, I don't edit anything. So if anything should happen, it's happened. So he comes with a pretty good amount of accessories. Of course, Prince Adam wouldn't be Prince Adam without his sword of power, so he can transform into He-Man. Looks like his right hand here is molded for that. He doesn't get a very good grip on that at all. That's kind of sucks. But yes, he can hold aloft his sword, kinda. If only there was a way for him to hold aloft that sword a little better. Oh, but wait. There is, because they actually packaged another hand accessory. And if you look, if I can find the camera, there we go. It actually has the different bend joint, which is good because our Ultimate He-Man did not have this. So I'm wondering if maybe the color tones are just so too different to switch out. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. So I'm assuming all you're going to have to do is twist off and remove his wrist here. Put this one on. There we go. Just pop right back. It popped right in there. All right. So I can do this. He can look up. He can put his power sword in there, and he looks. There we go. There we go. It's got to get that pose in there. There we go. So now I can hold aloft his magic sword, and we'll just. There we go. It's pretty cool. So, if only there was something really cool that this would do that. Oh, wait a minute. There is something really cool. His other accessory, which is another power sword with power. And this actually, oh my god. I have to take this off. Look at this. Holy crap. Wow, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm getting a picture of Thundercats. Thundercats. Oh, wow. All right, let's see how this looks in his hand. Wow, it actually holds better. And it actually holds better. It's not so loose in his. It's not loose at all in his hand. It's quite tight. Wow. Okay, so we're going to bring this down to camera level here. So he looks. Okay. I don't know what to say about this longer sword. And I know why. It's a little long because it comes with this little power thing that fits over the blade here. Like so. And that's supposed to give him his transforming lightning power there. And on a side note, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to see how well it comes out on camera. Or I can't. Where's the light? Oh, the light's. I can't do it. Hold on. Let's turn this off real quick here and see if I can catch this on camera. Alright, so I don't know if you can really tell, but this is kind of glowing a bit. So this is glow in the dark, and that's kind of neat. So if he's sitting on the shelf, and you turn the lights off to go to bed, and you'll see that outline on there. That's kind of neat. So let's go ahead and remove that. I don't know. I have different feelings on this. I dig the lightning effect, but the two different size power swords here, they bewilder me. I doubt it would work with this sword. I mean, it kind of does. I mean, it doesn't obviously go all the way to the top, because if it did, he definitely would not be able to hold on to it, but I don't know. I guess it's just a preference. That is really Really weird. Okay, so that's not the only accessories he comes with. He also has a shield. And I believe this is the same shield that came with He-Man. The Ultimate Filmation He-Man. And that can just go in his hand like so. And that is, should he want to, I guess, train with Teela? I guess. Because I know he did at times have the shield there when he was in training with Teela. So, and then he comes with one more accessory. He comes with an extra head. It's not a laughing head, but it is a smiling head. And I always hate swapping the heads on these guys, the Super 7 guys, because I'm always afraid they're going to break. Not that I have lack of faith in Super 7's quality. So here we go. Oh, that just popped right off without breaking. That is awesome. And then you put the other head out, and actually, that also has like a pink tint to it. That's pretty neat. All right, so then we just pop the other head on. Yeah? Yeah. All right. Okay, so there we go. And yeah, it looks all right. I think I kind of prefer the other head better. There's just something off with his smiling there, his mouth. So I think I'll be putting this head back on. I'm going to do that right now. So if it breaks, it'll break on camera. And there we go. Got a little pop. So there we go. We have our Filmation Prince Adam figure overall. I like it. There's some weird choices going on here as far as the power swords go. And the weird smiling, I think it's a lack of paint. Look, I'm missing a tooth right there. Come on now. But overall, I mean, I think it's kind of neat, and I'm happy we have a Filmation, an accurate print of Filmation Prince Adam. So, oh my. Well, I guess I didn't have his wrist in all the way. Let's just. Okay, we're good now. Whoops. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this this wrist in there. I just think that would be, I think that's better. I think that's better. So yeah, that's my preference. All right, let's go ahead. Our next, I'm gonna pick a box here. The next box is Katrina. So let's go ahead and open her up and take a look at the figure, the package, and the figure inside. Okay, so here we have our Katrina figure. We'll just go ahead and take the slipcover off. So it is the same slipcover as the Prince Adam and all the others. And here is our Filmation Katrina. I kept calling her Katrina. Well, I mean, she's cat-like. Katrina in the package here. This was one of the Filmation fan requests, I believe. I would have really liked to have gotten Malachi, personally. Seems we have like Chakotay. It would have went really well with that. So here we have the figure in the package along with all her accessories, which we'll take a look at. The package is exactly like the Prince Adam one, minus the name at the bottom and the wonderful artwork on the back. And this is really good artwork. I vaguely remember this character. But if you don't remember or know who she is, take a look at the bio. Pause now. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and open up the Katrina figure and take a look at her outside of the package. Okay, guys, here is our Katrina out of the packaging, and I'm kind of impressed. She's not a bad-looking figure. So the articulation on her is it's exactly the same as Adam's with a few exceptions. So first off, her head is of course on a ball joint. It can look left that way, right that way. I do want to point out that I do have some paint smudging from her hair right there. Unfortunate. She doesn't have a waist articulation, but her torso here is on a ball joint, so it can rock from side to side, move left to right. Her arms, let's see if I can straighten these out real quick here. Okay, they go out like so. They do move all the way around. I do want to notate that mine seem to be loose, especially this one. When I took it out, it was kind of loose. Unfortunate. Her elbows do move. There is some actual bicep movement here. Again, this arm is really loose and it's just really, really bad. Her wrist does turn like that and like this. Her legs go out really far like that. They do go out pretty far that way, pretty far this way. She does have knee bends, and she does have those rocker feet. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about Katrina here. Other than that paint smudge, I got a little bit of blue as well, right there. So paint apps are a little spicy. Oh, I'm sorry. Her tail also moves all the way around. So, and it actually helps her stand a bit too, because the females in this line have a habit of not being able to stand. Unfortunately, this is also somewhat loose. So, kind of sad, actually. I don't really have an issue with her standing, even with her tail. She's a really nice looking figure, and she does look like she came out of the Filmation cartoon series. Alright, so but her accessories are kind of neat. So her accessories is this little cat wand, which fits, I believe, in either hand, and it actually has a good grip on it. Something that's really cool with this is she comes with this little flame thingy. And it's a very hard plastic. It does not bend or anything. But it does have, so we're going to bring it in here, claw indents. So you can fit that right here. And now she has like a little flame sword, or it looks like a flame effect coming out of her wand. And that's pretty darn cool. I actually really like that. And it is a transparent plastic, so it makes it even cooler. But that's not the only accessory she comes with. She actually comes with this really nice, really pliable whip. And you can, and it's, you can really swing it around and move it. It's kind of cool. I absolutely love it. And it does just fit in her hand, like so. It can fit in either hand. It's really long, too. You can see it's as long as my screen here. But it also has that claw at the end. And I tried it out, and yes, you can attach the flame to the claw, at the end of the claw whip. So now, she has a flaming claw whip. And that is just awesome. I absolutely love these accessories with her. So, she, I guess, was one of those characters fans wanted. I believe she started out as kind of a bad guy, and then, of course, at the end, learned her lesson and became a good guy, and, you know. But still, pretty darn cool character, pretty cool looking. My only issues is the joints on this one. The joints on this one aren't very good. You will notice here on her leg, she has a little hole, which that will just fit right in there. So that's kind of neat. So you can armor her up with all her accessories. Now this is very pliable, by the way, very rubbery. I wanted to notate that. There we go. And then she's ready for battle. And she just, well, she wants to take a cat nap. So, pretty cool figure. I like it. Again, this is one of the last figures in this line. I would have preferred a Malekith. Or Malachi, I think his name. I would prefer him, honestly. Because I'm not really familiar with her. I know he's been in multiple episodes. Her, I think she's only done one episode. So, on the plus side, it is nice to have another female character in the line. Sure, she'll fit in really well with characters like Tila, Sorceress, She-Ra. So there you go. Not a bad figure. So let's go over here. We're going to pick another box at random. And the box at random I pick is Roboto. Tomo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Alright, so I'm going to open him up. We'll take a look at the packaging, and then we'll take a look at the figure inside. Alright, so let's go ahead and remove the covering off of our Roboto. So this is the Filmation Roboto, the one based on the animated series. Naturally, all these Club Grayskull figures are Filmation figures. Club Grayskull figure. We already got a Roboto in the Classics line, so now we got him in the Filmation line. I'm not sure if this is one of the figures I would have went with, but it seems I don't have a Roboto. This is kind of neat. So let's take a look at the packaging. We have the Roboto name at the bottom of the box. We got the figure showcased inside along with all his accessories, which are essentially the same accessories, just in the Filmation style that he received with the Classics and the Vintage figure. Spin him around and we have, oh, that is nice artwork. I actually really like the artwork on this. This is really great. And we have a bio, which is pretty cool. Pause now to read it. Alright, so spin him back around. We're going to open the sucker up and take a look at the figure inside. Okay guys, here we have Roboto out of the packaging. And first off, the first thing I want to say is, my God, he feels so much different than any of the other Masters of the Universe Filmation figures. This guy, I don't know, there's something about his plastic. It's a lot harder plastic, which scares me in a way. You can see he has the see-through torso here with all his little gears and everything. He does have his claw. So let's go, and something else I want to notate, his jaw does not move. You could hear the head turn on that thing. So, it is on a ball joint. His arms do go all the way out, like so. They do turn all the way around. They are not so much loose or anything. They're fine. The biceps do turn. They have a swivel. The elbow joints bend. Wrists bend. Wrists bend like that. Wrist swivel. Now here's where this is going to differ from the other Roboto. Besides the jaw not moving, his gears do not move. They're not removable. And you can kind of tell that by this little plastic piece here. We're just holding that in. So the gears are just for looks. The legs do go out, like so. They move up that way, they move that way, and they swivel like so. And they have the knees, which were really tight on mine, that bend. And the feet are on a swivel as well. So, this being said, this guy makes me nervous. As hard of a plastic and everything as he is, it's almost too hard of a plastic. I would have preferred to them to use the normal plastic. I know why they did that for this, because, you know, it's see-through. I don't know. I almost feel he's going to break. So yeah. Just be careful with this guy. He does come with 2 other accessories besides his claw hand. So how this is going to work is we're just going to pop that off. It popped off pretty good. Pretty easy, no problem. And you can pop on the... There we go. The axe. So now he has the axe in his hand. Which looks pretty cool. And then we can pop that off. Pops off easier than it goes on. For his gun accessory. It's really, really tight. I'm looking to see. I'm hoping there's no wear on that. See, there's already wear on that. So that scares me. So we'll go ahead and put this on. I hope. No, we're not going to do that. It's already bending. Wow. So that's something to be wary of. I want to go ahead and put his claw hand back on, because let's be honest, that's what I'm going to use. So be wary. That peg, whoops, that peg was already showing stress marks. So Roboto, as cool as he is, you're going to want to get whatever weapon you want on him, on there, I think, and then pose him with that, and leave him be. In fact, put him in the back, so if he falls over, he doesn't fall on the ground and shatter. Because I honestly feel like this guy can shatter. So, cool looking figure. I'm glad to have him, but I'm also scared. So, there's our Roboto. Wow. Okay. Next box. Stratos. So again, I'm going to go ahead and open him up. We'll take a look at the packaging and the figure inside. Okay, guys, here we have Stratos. And Stratos is the one I heard a lot of people complaining about. They say his head was too big. Looking at him, I think it's fine. I think it works just fine for this figure. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, let's go ahead and take a look at that head. No, I think it looks just fine on this figure. I don't maybe I'm thinking lengthwise. I don't know. I think it looks just fine. I think it captures the Filmation face just fine. I have no problems with it. So let's go ahead and articulation on this guy. His head is on a ball joint, however, because of his neck, the way the head is sculpted, it doesn't move up and down. I mean, it just moves side to side. That's the only beef. So you're not going to get him looking down unless you do his ab crunch, which is actually there. First figure out of the 3 that actually has the working ab crunch. There is one thing on the back here. It doesn't really come off with the shine and everything. But it's kind of like a black wash, I think. I'm hoping that's black wash and not just some mess up. So yeah. And you'll notice this. I'll go into this in just a moment. So the other articulation is his arms do go out. And now that I'm looking at it, I think it is black wash because his arms also have some black wash on them as well. Get it to focus. Focus, you bastard. Yeah, you kind of see it on this arm. But anyways, arms go out like that. He has the bends at the elbow. He swivels at the wrist. They they turn at the wrist, they swivel at the wrist, they bend. He has the twisting waist. His legs go out this far. There you go. More black wash here, by the way. So we also have the legs go out pretty far that way, back that way. They have the bends at the knees, and they do have that awesome pivotal swivel at the ankles. So very cool. I'm actually liking this Stratos a lot more than I did the Classics version, honestly. So he comes with accessories, and I already showed you the little peg in the back here. That's because a couple of his accessories are two different backpacks. His more Filmation inspired backpack and his vintage figure backpack. So you can put whichever one of these you want on. It seems he's the Filmation Stratos. I'm going to use his Filmation jetpack. So you just plug it into the back here. And it's a nice tight grip. There you go. And there he is with his backpack. So kind of cool. He comes with another accessory, which is kind of cool. A sword. And I believe it's the same sword that came with Tila. It's a different color. It's red in color. So he's hoping he holds onto it better than he holds onto his sword. And he does. So not too bad. There we go. He has a sword. And he comes with this thing here, his Staff of Avion. Very, very cool. Always wanted one of these. I wish it came with a little handle so I can put it on my other Stratos from the Classics line. But that's just going to fit right in his hand here. Get it down so you can actually, there we go. And now he is ready. So, tell me that's not a cool looking Stratos. I think right now out of the three, I think this could very well be my favorite. I'm not going to lie. And I've never been a big Stratos fan. You'll notice his wings too are very, very pliable. They're not attached to a clip or anything. They're actually part of the sculpt. I like that because they don't hinder the articulation at all. So they're not hard plastic. They're very soft. And yeah, I'm actually really liking this figure. Out of the three so far, he is my favorite. Sorry, 4. Out of the 4 figures, I left poor Prince Adam out. He is my favorite out of the line. But we have 2 more left. Modulok is next. A member of the Evil Horde. Alright, here we have Modulok. Everybody hates that neck piece. We're going to take a good look at that. But here's the figure inside with all his accessories. Absolutely loving it. We have some awesome artwork with him actually holding his, what is in the Filmation version, a robot head. So, and I don't think we've ever actually saw him with this head attached to him. So this is a first, which is why it looks so weird, I think. So here is the bio. You may pause right now to read. I'm looking forward. Now, I'm going to actually read this bio out loud here, because he is the attorney and criminal scientist Galen Nycroft, sought to overthrow Eternia, transforming himself into the hideous creature known as Modulok. He initially joined the ranks of Skeletor, but soon defected to Etheria to align himself with the Evil Horde. Working for Hordak, Modulok has been able to create and invent a plethora of scientific wonders, all of which are often misused by his Horde allies. In battle, Modulok utilizes his ability to manipulate and transform his body parts into anything, making him an unpredictable foe. So, you could put him with your Skeletor guys, you could put him with the Horde guys, I'm placing him with the Evil Horde, because I always thought of him as a Horde guy. Let's go open him up and take a look at the figure inside. Alright guys, here we have Modulok. Modulok was definitely one of the figures I was looking forward to most in this line. Him and Shadow Weaver. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with this guy, because there's a lot going on with this guy, and he comes with actually quite a bit of accessories as well. So you'll notice right off the bat he has these two heads. The neck piece is not turning, but his heads do. They're on a ball joint, like so. It looks like his little vest here is attached like so. It looks really weird. He does have the ab crunch. It doesn't seem like it kind of sticks a bit. He does have a waist swivel. His arms, very lengthy arms, go out like so. They do bend at the elbow. They swivel at the wrist. Looks like they have the spinning at the wrist as well, and they should because of a couple of their accessories. They don't look like they bend. I do want to notate that his little talon things here and his claws are actually quite pointy. Actually, I'm going to go as far as his ears as well are quite pointy. So just something to be aware of if you're going to give this to your child. These are, wow, actually quite sharp. His legs go out this far. Oh, his legs go out this far. Yes, he has a third leg. Shut up. All of them, this one is on a separate ball joint. As you can see, it does bend. Not very well, though. As you can see, it's kind of springy. These, however, I believe bend quite tightly. There we go. A camera shot. So yeah, this one be wary of. But the claw here, I believe, does move. It does. As do his other feet. They're not on a pivot, though. So yeah, that is the standard version, anyway. I don't believe this is removable. And in fact, this doesn't even swivel. It just moves up and down to where these actually swivel. I'm looking. Yeah, it is not on a removable ball joint. Either is this. So it is there. This third one is just going to stay there. So that brings us to this neck piece. I believe this is removable. I hope. Oh! That was quite tight. So now that neck piece is off, you can actually remove the heads. Uh-oh. Can I remove the head? I'm seeing some wear here on the neck of Modulok. On his ball joint. I'm going to attempt it. Came off. But now you can see the stress marks on that ball joint. Bad. I don't know if this one would be the same if I tried to remove his head. That one just popped right off. Well, you can really see the difference there on that. And this is the same issue I had with the Roboto when I tried to on his plug. So this is something to be wary of, folks. I'm going to go ahead and pop his head on the standard body, because that is how I'm going to display him anyway. There we go. So now we have Modulok, just like this, like he appears in the cartoon, and his head turns. It doesn't really look left and right so often or turn, but there he is. You can have him hold on to his other head. So that's kind of neat, just like in there. And then the package. So this brings us to a couple of his accessories, one of which are interchangeable hands. In case you, and these are also as pointy. So I like these hands. I think I'm gonna leave these hands on, honestly. I like those. Makes them look a little more menacing. But he does come with a couple of other accessories, one of which is this really weird, I think, ray gun thing. And another one is a hammer. Let's give it a shot, I guess. So we'll just unplug the hands like so. Plug this in here. There we go. And I guess if we wanted to, we can have him dual wield. There we go. And now we have a arm-top modulock, which is pretty cool. These should just come right off. I'm really weary of doing any of this now because of the stress on the others. And let's, for the hell of it, put on those other hands. We'll take a look and see how those look. Okay, there's one. Ow. Ow. Two. I'm telling you, those hands are really pointy. So there you go. Actually, those do look kind of better. As opposed to these. So maybe I will leave these on. So here, okay. So here is our modulock. So overall, I really, really like this figure. I'm happy to add him to the ranks of the Horde. I wish these pivoted. They go up and down, but they don't pivot. I wish there was a little bit more articulation with the back legs, such as swiveling. And this is the biggest disappointment right here. So this is something definitely to be careful of. Again, yeah, I mean, which is weird because it literally is a hard plastic. It's not rubbery, so I mean, yeah. Just something to be very, very careful of, folks. Very, very careful. He isn't somebody that you're going to get a lot of interchangeability out of, except for the parts that I showed you. So, I mean, you're not going to get, like, his head over there, and this arm over there, and so. And the head is very hard plastic. Overall, I really like him. I can't wait to see him standing next to Hordak and the other Horde members. So we're going to remove him for now, along with all of his accessories here. Bye! And that's going to bring us to our final figure. The one I deliberately saved the best for last. Shadow Weaver. Alright guys, here she is. The Wicked Witch of Etheria. The one, the only Shadow Weaver. Yeah. Out of all of the figures in this line, this is the one I had been anticipating the most. I had missed out on the Classics version, and I'm kind of glad I did now, because this looks like the Shadow Weaver I've always wanted. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything and this packaging has to offer. So we have the figure inside, which from inside, where I'm standing, looks amazing. We have what looks like some type of a blast effect, I think. And then we have some wands. So this is going to be really interesting to take a look at here. We have amazing artwork on the back here. And we have a brand new bio here for the Filmation figure. You can pause right now to read. And I cannot wait to open this figure up. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, guys, here she is, Shadow Weaver. All right, I am excited for this. And this is amazing. I absolutely love this figure. So let's go right into her articulation and everything. So first off, she has movement in her head and actually can go all the way around. It is on a ball joint. Her torso there kind of moves side to side. It is almost a little bobbly though. I kind of not like that. Her arms go out like so. There is swivel here at the bicep. There is swivel and articulation at the elbow. Her wrists do not tend to move, but they do swivel, which is always welcomed. And that's about it. She has this very pliable little cape here. There's no torso turn or legs. And the one thing I was disappointed with when I first opened her, because I didn't see it, but I'm happy it's included, is this. This is just a little flight stand. It pops right off. You can have her stand on the ground if you want, but, I mean, she floats. So there you go. I am very happy with this. I mean, her colors are very, they're brighter than the Classics version. This is very bright. Her hands, to me, look a little sloppy. I'm not gonna lie. They look cool sculpted-wise. Paint-wise, they just kind of look sloppy. I love the fact that she's holding her hands like this. Her one hand, that's kind of neat. So she comes with some interesting accessories, being a couple of wands. I believe these are straight out of the Filmation series. And they fit in this hand here, her right hand. They just plug right in to her hand like so. You can have her holding this wand. This one I don't think you can have her holding this hand. I don't think you can have any other wands holding in this hand, really. I guess you can. You can have her dual wand. Kinda. That's kind of loose. Not meant for that, though. It's meant for this hand here. So you're just going to take this one out and put this one in. Kinda. There we go. Whew. That was an issue. I love these because there's a translucent plastic for the flame and for the green ball. Looks like there might be some sparkles in there too, which is awesome. So pretty cool. Now, for the one accessory I'm not sure of, that is this. It is, I'm not going to try bending it. It's a little flexible. It doesn't look like it's going to go in this hand because the ball at the end is very large. Shut up. It is obviously translucent. I want to say it goes in this hand here, but I'm not sure the purpose. I mean, at first I thought maybe one of these popped off, but that's not the case. They're very much sculpted and glued in and not meant to come off. So I'm really not sure what this is supposed to do as far as her accessories go. I thought maybe she did like a little Spider-Man thing at first, but I can't get it. I don't even know how to begin to position this thing, if it is in fact that hand. There's nowhere on here except for maybe here, but again, that doesn't go in. I thought maybe it'd be a blast off, but then it'd be a bigger, a bigger effect. And I'm looking in her sleeve, but there's nothing in her sleeves that connect it. So I'm not sure. I don't know if these come off or not. I don't think they don't. I'm not going to try pulling them off. Even that would be bigger than a peg. So I don't know. I honestly cannot say what this particular accessory is for. yeah, I don't know. So if anyone else knows, please feel free. There you go. Please feel free to comment below, I guess. Because I don't know what this is for. I love the wands, though. The wands are awesome. And I absolutely love this figure. I think this is an amazing figure. Even though it is mostly one solid piece from here all the way up to the bust line. And then, you can turn her and spin her and whatever. And, wait a minute. Well, that's interesting. Well, how about that? She has she has a waist swivel. Didn't we? Wow, I nearly missed that. That is really nice and covered. You could tell right here, actually. It's covered with her cape. But it's covered with this piece that she does have a waist. That's nice. I like this figure even more now. You're going to be able to get some really dynamic poses out of her because of that. But we know there's no legs because that's solid. So yeah, overall, really great figure. I really wish I knew what the hell this thing did. I mean, if it went, even if it was like, even if there was a piece right here, to where you can make her go like that, and then plug it in, and it just shoots out, that would be fantastic. I'm gonna try something here. Hey, it almost worked. Oh, well. Anyway, Shadow Weaver is a really good figure. I absolutely love this figure. I think it's really cool. I'm really happy to finally be able to add her into the ranks here. Now that this is actually in there, it's really loose. That kind of sucks. I'm really happy to have her amongst the crew here. So let me see if I can get all our figures in. Who we got? Alright, let's see. And, and of course, then we've got Prince Hat, who's drunk. Go figure. Oh, Adam. Alright, so there is our final Filmation Club Grayskull action figures from Super 7. The reason being is because Mattel has really taken over the license, and they're coming out with their Masters of the Universe Origin figures, which I'm totally stoked about. And this is just amazing. I can't. These are good. These are really good figures. The weakest, I hate to say this, I really do, would be Roboto, and that's simply because of his little part right here. Really sucks, because when I displayed my vintage figure, I always like to display him with the gun, and unfortunately that's the one I'm having issues plugging in. It really falls into this plastic, I think. Got it in. Popped it out. And it is a slightly rubbery peg there, unfortunately. So, we're going to have to put his claw back on. This goes right back on. So, hoping for one final, hurrah, but no such luck. So, all in all, I'm really happy with these figures. Like I said, Roboto being the weakest figure. The strongest figure, the one that I feel the most comfortable with, is going to be Shadow Weaver and Stratos. I think these are actually the 2 stars of this line. I have my only issue with her is I don't know what her accessory does. With this figure, I don't have any complaints whatsoever with Stratos whatsoever. I don't. Everybody has issues with him. I don't have issues with him. Katrina, her arms are loose. Adam, the weird, really, really weird explanation for the longer of the 2 swords. The only thing I can think of is the fact that the lightning effect will fit over this better. That and the fact that this sword is really loose in his hand, just like He-Man's. Roboto, we already went over my issues with him. It's that peg right here, and the plastic feels kind of brittle on this guy. With Modulok, we have the issue where it has the neck piece is already stress worn. So, I mean, honestly, the only figures that I can say 100% are great in this line are these 2 right here. And even Stratos trumps Shadow Weaver in this case because she has an accessory that I can't figure out. You take away the accessories, I mean, this figure and this figure are tops. All the joints are tight on these. Even her waist here tightened over time while messing with it. So, yeah. The next one I would say would probably be Adam. Would probably be the 3rd best figure in this line. And let's see, the 4th best figure. I'm gonna go with Kat here, just because I really like her accessories. I do. I love this whip. I love the fact that you can change out the flame here for either the whip or her staff. The next figure, the 5th best figure in the line, is going to be Modulok. Not appearance. Appearance-wise, he's great. He's fantastic. I absolutely love him. My issue is the stress-worn piece, which is why Roboto is also at the very, very bottom of this list. That and his plastic. I just want to say, his plastic is almost reminiscent of Modulok's. Except I don't think Modulok's going to shatter. This I feel like is going to shatter if it hits the floor. So, yeah. Still, as far as great-looking figures go, these are incredibly good-looking figures. I think they're going to make your shelves look great. Yeah. That's my final thoughts on these figures. These were available from Super 7 for pre-order last, I want to say January, last February. These figures took about a year to come out. I'm not gonna lie. But overall, I'm really happy with these figures. I love all the accessories these guys come with. These guys come with a ton of accessories. Modulocks are interesting accessories. Welcomed, but interesting to say the least. I love the little lightning effect that goes on the incredibly, ridiculously large sword, which I'm gonna get hate for. I'm not saying I hate this sword. I actually really like the sword. If I can get it to go in, I can't get it to go in. Is that it? That might be it. There we go. I do like this. I love the fact it glows in the dark. My favorite accessory out of this entire line is going to go to Katrina here, because I absolutely love her whip. And you could really hurt somebody with this thing. It's ridiculously long. I also love the fact that she has a little spot on her leg for her wand. So, I dig it. I love it. My least favorite accessory is this stupid thing. I get it, it's a blast effect, but, I mean, if I was able to add it or take it, on to this bulb, because doesn't it look like it would go to that? It does. So if I was able to remove it, and add it as a blast effect, this doesn't come off at all. I think it would be fantastic, or even with, I don't know. So there you go, my friends. The final Filmation Roboto. Oh, you nutcase, you. Alright, who spiked the robot oil? Alright, we're gonna get him to stand here. Alright. Okay, so now there you have your final Filmation Club Grayskull figures. These are good. I would have liked to see Malachi figure. I still would have loved to have seen some Filmation concept figures. Figures that we never got in the Filmation cartoon, but figures that maybe the Four Horsemen could have made up in the Filmation style. Like I would have loved to have seen Stinkor and King Hiss. He was part of the Filmation line, and I would have liked to have seen Snout Spout or Hose Nose, however you want to call him. I got Mantenna out of the line, so I'm really excited with that because Mantenna is my favorite Masters of the Universe figure overall. Speaking of the Horde, I would have liked to have seen a finished basic Horde set. I mean, we needed Leech. Where's Leech? We have a Filmation-inspired Catra and Scorpina, so they go great with this line of Filmation figures. So overall, really cool. Absolutely like these figures. Love them, actually. I think they're a great addition to the lineup. I would have gone different with Roboto, Katrina, and Prince Adam. With Prince Adam, seems we have the laughing Prince Adam. I think a figure that came with one of the other Prince Adam heads would have done just fine. That way, if you already had the Prince Adam, then all you had to do is switch heads, honestly. And yeah, I would have liked some other figures other than Roboto and Katrina. She looks cool. She's a great figure. She's a nice addition. But there are other figures I would have liked to see, like Malachi, for instance. Maybe a Filmation King Randor, Queen Marlena. What the hell? Throw Chef Allen in there. I don't know. Roboto, I don't feel we really needed him. I don't know. Like I said, to me, weakest figure right here. And I hate to say it because he looks fantastic. But it's because of this. If they would have went with the pegs here instead of the hole and had the hole here, kind of like with when you switch out the hands. You see, we got the peg here. That would have been great. I think that would have worked a lot better. And I get what they were going for. They were going for the classic type of action feature, because the peg was sticking out of the original Roboto. And yeah, so I am quite curious. I don't own a Trapjaw. Is Trapjaw the same way? Does Trapjaw have that peg sticking out to it? Because I think, again, the vintage figure had the peg sticking out with the hole right here. So this is a design flaw in my book. And it's kind of a big one, considering this is his action feature. So, I was able to get this off and get the axe put in there. I was kind of able to get the gun in there, but as soon as I went to bend his arm at the elbow, it popped right off. It would scare the ever crap out of me because we've got this, worn thing. And it makes no sense because this is hard plastic. This is kind of a rubbery everything here. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to heat up the hole here and try putting it on. I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna leave the claw on, which snaps on really well. So there you have it, my friends. The Filmation Club Grayskull action figures. Like I said, these were pre-order only through Super 7 about a year ago. You could probably find these now on websites like bigbadtoys.com. Check them out. I think they run for about $50 a piece. And so, yeah. Side note, I have one more Masters of the Universe review to do for the Masters of the Universe Classics, and it's the William Stout movie figures. Those will be coming up on my channel. Know why I haven't reviewed those yet. Basically, my Skeletor is missing a sword. I had to send him back to Super 7. They have recently sent me an email saying they're sending me one right now. So, yeah. Until next time, my friends, we do not say goodbye. We say good journey.